is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Miss behind the world ahead, and there are many...
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hi, contemplators. Welcome back.
Yep, we did it. We fucking did it. It was a long journey.
The longest.
But everyone, we are doing Return of the King, Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
And we watched the extended, and the extended alone was over 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it was pretty... It damn near took us the whole day to watch it.
Pretty much.
But we did it.
Yes, we did.
And I'm proud that we did it. And I'm excited that we did it. So, let's get down to business here. So, guys, we went back to a wine that is very... Well, it's the same name, but we went back to Ravage, but this is the dark red blend.
Yeah, and this is one of your favorites because of the
night charging.
The night charging.
I mean, nothing says that you're in for a good night than a night charging at you on the label.
A good night with a night.
With the night.
Oh, yeah.
Charging at you on the label.
Yikes.
So, anywho. Yeah, but it's really... God, it is a little darker.
It is.
And I personally think that Ravage is one of the best tasting wines, and I will stand by it. And it doesn't have anything to do with the label.
You're right.
I just
Your
think
choice.
That it's a good fucking... I just think it's a great wine.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, so we got the wine out of the way, so let's go back to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. All right, for this episode, we have Plumpy, hollow-eyed Giglet. Plumpy, fat, hollow-eyed, having sunken eyes like those of a cadaver. Jesus. Giglet, giddy girl, lewd, wanton person.
I'm pretty sure we've gotten that one before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of repeats at some point.
A lot of repeats, yeah. And there's so many, so I don't... And we always pick them at random, so I think it's so funny that we get a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Unless they're all, like, in different order on the book. I don't know. I didn't look through the entire book. But anywho, let's get this fucking show on the road.
Yeah, we got a long way to go.
Yeah, we do. We got a long journey ahead to discuss this movie, to contemplate this film.
Yes.
Thank you. So, let's start off with some questions.
Well,
from you, I think.
I do not actually have real questions.
Okay.
Well, one or two, but I'll save them when I guess we get there. But I think because this is the third, the ending.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that I didn't understand are making sense now.
Yeah.
So I was the least confused with in this one.
Yeah. This was obviously, like we just said, it was the longest one, but for a good reason. You know, they had to cram a lot in. It was just... Whew. But,
Yeah, and you say that because this is a book and people are...
It's a book, again.
Very huge book readers, and they're going to want to see as much...
you can give them. And again, it's like... But there's just so much for me, like, trying to go back and remember this particular book, because I don't. The only one I think I remember the most, and I probably said it before, it is The Hobbit, because that's the one I've read the most recent, and then The Fellowship. So those are, like, the two that I've read the most recent.
I feel like well, you said The Fellowship, like I was saying with 50 Shades, I remember the first one the most.
Yeah, but, you know, just chaotic, and, so let's think about, I guess, some scenes to talk about.
While I was writing my notes, I pretty much was just kind of, like, jotting down things, like, as they happen. Mm-hmm. But I guess, well, what the fucks? And again, these fucking names for these characters.
Oh, I know.
Stop it. Like, cut it out. No offense to this writer, but switching a couple, like, letters and vowels.
A lot of mirrors, a lot of ins.
Amirs, mims, and
a lot of bronze.
Oh my god.
A lot of the names end in the same
But
way.
Which one?
Sauron.
Sauron in the
beginning.
In the beginning,
Christopher Lee.
He gets canceled.
Yeah, he does. And I love that. Like I like how they go to the tower and then you see Treebeard, you see the two hobbits. The hobbits are fucking just getting lit up on the Longbottom Leaf. You know, and I mean, you don't know if the Longbottom... I assume that the Longbottom leaf is weed in Tolkien's world. I mean, I'm sure we all do. Sure. So it's like, they're getting high, they're drunk.
They're stuffing their faces.
They're fucking eating. Yeah. And fucking Gimli is all... It's smoky!
Salted pork.
Salted pork. Yeah, exactly. So they go to Saruman, and Saruman is at the top of this tower with Grima Wormtongue. Gimli's all like, let's just fucking kill him and be done with it. Gandalf is like, no, he can give us information. He even said, you're deep in the enemy's council. Saruman, tell us what we want to know.
Yeah.
Well,
be an arc, come on.
Yeah, Saruman being Saruman, knowing that he lost and is a very poor loser, as we see, he's just like, no, I'm not going to tell you anything, but he keeps teasing, like he pulls out the fucking Seeing Stone, and he's all like, I know what's going to happen, and then he starts bashing Grima because Theoden is all like, Grima, come down, like, you're forgiven, just get away from him.
Yeah.
We know that he fucked with your mind. Just come down. And Grima's even looking like, yeah, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Like, why did I betray my lord?
Yeah, and Saruman being a fucking jealous little diva. Like, if I can't have you, no one can.
Down, car! Yeah, he slaps him.
Yeah.
And then starts bashing Grima, and then and then Saruman's all like, well, you know what? I'll tell you what you want to know. I'll tell you how this is going to pan out. But get your guards away from me. I'm not going to be trapped in this tower. Like, you let me leave, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Right.
And here comes Grima, and he fucking just stabs Saruman. He just gives him the old shank. Mm-hmm. And Legolas fucking just bullseyes Wormtongue. And I felt so bad for Theoden at that moment. Because Theoden, like, even his face was like, why? Why'd you kill him?
Yeah,
why did you shoot fucking Grima? Like, he totally forgave Grima, and that's really sad.
Yeah.
But it was just like, and then we have that death of Christopher Lee, another pierced to the heart.
Pierced to the heart,
good old Dracula shit.
Ugh.
Yeah, right? So, it's just so good. But...
He's been there before.
He has. It is so funny. But, and like... Christopher Lee, when it came to that death in the back, it was really fun watching this in, like, the making of the film. He talks about... I feel like Christopher Lee, like many, elderly people, they like to teach you shit, They love to teach you stuff. And I don't know why, but Christopher brought up something. I guess Peter was all like, Christopher, when he stabs you, just give me like a... Ha! Like a scream or something. Christopher Lee... Well, Peter... You wouldn't do that if you got stabbed in the back. I know. It's like, I know what would happen if that happened. Because apparently when he was in the military, when he was in the army, when in his youth, when he was in the army, obviously, I guess he's fucking seen people get fucking killed. And he was like, you wouldn't be screaming. It would hit you and you would be, like you'd be trying to do something, but the air would just push out of you or something. So he was like, that's why I'm going to do it this way. And Peter was like, okay, I trust you. I believe you. Like, do whatever you want to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't beat fucking experience.
Right. So it was just like, so then Christopher Lee had that moment. And then he said that he just moved out of camera. And he was like, I didn't know why. Peter was just like, cut. And he was like, well, I suppose he wanted to do something else. And he did. He had him fall off the fucking thing, get pierced into the... And it is really interesting, and I love that death, because... And even Peter Jackson says it. That is Saruman being killed by his own machinery.
Yeah.
Like, he literally falls off.
Killed by your own creation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's... And then, unfortunately, we have... No more Christopher Lee. Mm-hmm. But Pippin finds the Seeing Stone. I think it's called a Palanthra. Again, same as you, all these fucking names. But I'm going to call it the Seeing Stone because everybody will probably know it better if I say the Seeing Stone. He finds it, and Gandalf is all like, give that to me right now. Mm-hmm. Covers it up.
Yeah, because it looked like it was... that's where I got a little confused. And here... could be a question, like, what does this ball do? Is it kind of like the ring, or is it just because it's a shiny ball? Like,
so, the Seeing Stone, if we go back to Fellowship, Okay,
Right.
if we go back to it. Sauron wanted to use the stone to see what Sauron was up to. And Gandalf was like, these aren't all accounted for like these stones. We can't just use... So there's a couple in the world, and you can see through the other stones. So you can like see the future, you can see what shit's to come, and you can kind of communicate with somebody through these stones. So when he was using the stone, Sauron has one of those stones. So that's why when he was using it in the Fellowship, he was talking to the Lord, and Sauron was all like, build me an army worthy of Mordor. That was him communicating through the stone.
Yeah, okay.
So Pippin gets a hold of it and I mean, it does have a power to make you want to see more, to make you, and again, that could have been Sauron trying to like, fish hook him in.
Yeah.
And be all like, oh, hey. So that's when we go to that party or whatever, and we have the hilarious moment with fucking Gimli and Legolas.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. You know what it kind of reminded me of? Like,
What?
it was a drinking game. It kind of looked like me versus you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are more of a fast drinker.
Yes, I
like,
am.
and it's not to just like for the purpose of like let me drink as much as I can. You just finish any type of liquid super fast.
Yeah, I just down it. It doesn't matter if it's hot coffee. It doesn't matter if it's fucking straight liquor. I don't care what I'm almost done with the fucking wine. I'm just like, it's like I'm a gulper. I'm not. You're a sipper, and I admire that about you. Because you can just sit there and be like, kind of like how my dad is. He can milk a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I can't milk once it hits the lips.
Yeah, and I think, I'm also a very slow eater, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's...
Like, I don't know if that has anything to do with it as well, or what, I don't know. But when I saw it, it was just really funny, because...
She can't hold a liquor.
Yeah, Gimli was just like, all talk and just like, yeah, I can drink you under the table.
Right.
Legolas is like, what is this liquid I've never tried before?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel it in my fingers.
Yeah, I feel a little tingle in my fingers. I'm feeling something.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think it's starting to affect me. and they say, all the other, like, the cast and crew, they say apparently Orlando Bloom is a fucking lightweight. So they all got a kick out of that scene because of him being all like, I think it's starting to affect me. Because he's apparently, like, such a fucking lightweight.
Yeah. Well, he was young.
That it all hits him. Yeah, true.
He was young at the time.
He was, yeah. And John Rhys Davies, he fucking improv'd the dwarves and little hairy women. Improv that shit. And he even said, I think he has like he was like, God damn it, I can't quote him, but he pretty much said something like 97% of improv is like just garbage. It's just like trash. It's like you're just making shit up, and sometimes you keep it, and 97% of the time it's going out the fucking window. Like, you're not going to keep it.
That makes
that's
a
improv.
lot. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and I think that's so reassuring because some people aren't as witty and quick as others, and I don't think it should discourage someone who isn't as quick to not think that they're funny.
Yeah,
it's just
improv is such a beautiful thing in some way. And it doesn't really matter if you're good or bad per se at it.
No.
Like a lot of going on to the Dungeons and Dragons trains. A lot of people don't like DMing because they're all like, I can't like just come up with shit like that. And it's like, well, let's just let go and just do it. Like, don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Like,
and like
as a player, you're fucking improvising. If you don't know it, you know, you are. And DMing can be very stressful because you're dealing with everything.
Yeah, and you are really good at DMing because you can let things go. Like, I could never do it. I overthink like a motherfucker, and that's why I like D&D, because it helps me drop that overthinking exterior. And I've always been afraid of improv because I know that I get stuck in my head. Yeah. But that should encourage me to push more and to do it more, to get out of the comfort zone. So I liked that he said that. That's really that's something to remember. It's like, all right.
Very knowledgeable man, John Rhys Davies. I love him. So we have that, and then we have that moment with the Seeing Stone where Pippin wakes up. Everybody's asleep, and they're all sleeping in the fucking, very, Very goddamn Beowulf. Everybody's sleeping on the floor in the goddamn...
It just looked like a slumber party to
Exactly. Exactly. Everybody's sleeping in the Great Hall after the fucking celebration. And Pippin goes to get the fucking stone. And Gandalf sleeps with his eyes open, apparently. And that's, like, really funny. And he switches it with a pot. And then he picks up the stone and he starts looking at it. And you can see it. And what I like about it is that he's holding it. It's very calm at first, and then he's like, you can see that there's something going on, and then he starts like screaming and like all this shit.
Like it hurts.
Yeah, it's hurting him, and he's starting to freak the fuck out. And Gandalf wakes up and is like, oh my god, And Aragorn comes in, grabs it from him, and then he starts to fucking feel the fucking pain. Throws the thing, it goes flying. Gandalf tosses a goddamn blanket. Perfect aim. And then goes back over and starts interrogating Pippin and all, like, what the fuck? What was going on? What did you see? What was happening? He asked me my name, and when I didn't answer him, that's when the pain started. And there you go. Sauron, he was trying to win him over by, what's your name? Like...
He's doing his own good cop, bad cop
Good
routine.
cop, bad cop. Like, talk to me. I'm going to be nice to you. Who are you? I'm going to make you want me. Well, he didn't say anything, so, maybe this will fucking make you say something.
Yeah.
Give you a little pain. And when it came up to Frodo in the ring, he said nothing. So apparently, Pippin didn't say jack shit. He just was taking the pain and all that and was seeing the future, was seeing the plan of Sauron. Which was to go to Gondor and go to Minas Tirith and just burn the city down, like destroy the fucking city.
Yeah,
and that's
fuck shit up.
What we know is pretty much the last stronghold of men is Minas Tirith. That's where Isildur, he ruled Minas Tirith, and that's where the rightful king of Middle-earth for the men is supposed to be. And that's why that white tree is so symbolic.
Symbolic, yeah.
Yeah,
there was this moment when they were, I guess they were all together, like, talking about what's going on.
Yeah.
And the king guy, what's his name? Theoden?
Yeah, Theoden.
Theoden. His thing was, like, why should we ride to their aid? And my, like, initial response was, because that's what heroes do.
That's what heroes do.
I swear to God. And it made me say, like, fuck you, buddy. Like,
fuck you to Theoden for not wanting to go to Gondor?
Yeah, for not wanting to, like, because you're like, oh, where were they when we were, fucking up? Honestly, like, it made me think of, like, Black Lives Matter against All Lives Matter.
Okay, that's, yeah. All right, well, there you go. I mean, you just pretty much, yeah, that's a pretty good analogy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and that's true, because it is, like, because, in Two Towers, they were reaching out. They were like, we need... the Westfold's under attack. But at the same time, that's really good that you brought that up. At the same time, Theoden wasn't doing anything, though, because he was under Sauron's fucking spell.
Oh, yes.
So it was like he couldn't do anything to save his own fucking people, so why was Gondor gonna go over there and fucking do anything? Éomer and the rest of the Rohirrim got fucking banished. So it was like, and then, not only that, but we remember in Two Towers that the other, Osgiliath, was under attack, so Gondor wasn't going to send anybody to the to Rohan because of that shit. But that's a really good fucking. That's really good.
That's what just came to my mind. Because when you think of like heroes are going to come to someone's aid when they need it, no matter what. It doesn't matter if they've supported you or not. It's like, this place is hurting. Heroes fucking do shit. They help no matter what.
Right. And that's what, when they finally get to Gondor, and we meet, I'm trying to fucking find him. Denethor. There it is. John Noble. So, Denethor, the steward of Gondor.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I do have some things to say after your stuff.
I have so much fucking shit to say about this person. I mean, character... He's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
He is the worst. Like, I hated him more than the fucking Eye.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what I called him, and even, certain things were being, said. Gandalf was saying, I wrote down, 2 quotes, vain ambition and foreseen and done nothing.
Yeah.
And Gandalf also said when he was telling Pippin like the history of, I guess, is it Gondor?
Yeah.
Which even in ruin, that city looked fucking beautiful to me.
Oh yeah, that city's gorgeous.
Yeah. He said something where like they.
Well, Minas Tirith is the city. Gondor is the.
Oh.
It's like the.
Oh.
It's like America.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I get it.
All right, but
Yeah.
thought.
I wrote it down somewhere else, but let's see if I can remember without trying to like flip through my pages. Something that they celebrate, or no, they. Oh my God, what's the fucking word? The only word that's off the top of my head right now is celebrate. They celebrate the like death more than the living. They honor the dead more than the living. Mm-hmm. It's like death is the only greater. Like, you know, that's the thing that's gonna make counts is dying as, I don't know, like a hero or just dying in general. It's like,
Yeah. Are you talking about from Denethor or?
Yeah. Because what did I call him? He is he is the poster child.
Yeah.
For man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He is stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Too proud.
Yep.
Full of himself. Mm-hmm. Total diva, drama queen, and also, word I love to say, fragile masculinity. Mm-hmm. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He would rather see. He would rather see everything burned around him before admitting that he's wrong.
Yeah. So, are you ready for some book knowledge?
Okay. Yeah. I'll shut my mouth. Just go.
No. You don't need to shut your mouth because it's essentially the same, but this kind of is a lead up to why he is the way he is. So, when Boromir and Faramir's mother died, he started, like most people, when it comes to loss, started going downhill.
Yes.
He started mentally, like, kind of going downhill. And it didn't help that he also had, in secret, he had a seeing stone. He had one of those, like, palantras, or whatever the fuck they were called. He had a seeing stone.
That makes sense, because I even said, like, why does he look like he's had possession of the ring?
Yeah, and that would be why. Because the stone made him very, like, you know, it made him how fragile and how old he fucking is and looks. Okay. You know, that's and yeah, you did say that, and that was good. And so when he was using the stone, Sauron was like feeding him shit, was fucking with him, and he started pretty much going insane. Mm-hmm. And that would be why, like, he was like, he's gonna give us the ring, like, you know, with Boromir when in Two Towers, he was like, get me that ring. Bring that ring here because we can use it to destroy the enemy. Like, that's obviously Sauron in the fucking stone saying, this is how
he was a
fucking
puppet.
Defeat me. Da-da-da. Yeah, exactly. And why he pretty much has no fucking love for Faramir, because Faramir was very much
against.
Well, Faramir and Gandalf had a really good relationship, and that's why you kind of see it in the third.
Is that why he said wizard's tutor?
Yeah,
or wizard's pupil?
Because Gandalf was not.
I didn't catch
under the
that.
rule of Denethor, under his rule, Gandalf wasn't really welcome per se, as much as he pretty much was before his rule. Like, Denethor didn't like him, and it could have probably been because he had a better relationship with Faramir than what Denethor had with him. But Denethor was all about Boromir, and I think that's why Boromir and Gandalf, and especially the Fellowship of the Rings, kind of butted heads on a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, like a lot of
because a lot of
Denethor
is in Boromir. There's a lot of Denethor and Boromir.
Yeah.
And that's why. But when Faramir honors Boromir and was all like, Boromir would not have, taken this ring.
Yeah, he's pretty much saying
that's the reason he's dead.
Yeah,
is because of this fucking ring.
Yeah, and I think Denethor. I want to call him like Demeter.
Demeter.
In his mind, he just like it's like he's calling him out too, like saying, "Oh, what? That he's weaker than you? He's saying that he's weak. You're calling me weak?"
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing when he says, we'll keep it hidden in the vault in the dark, and we'll only use it when we can. And that is so Sauron.
Yeah,
that is so Sauron whispering into him. You can fucking keep it safe at your city. I can't take it over. I can't take over your city if you have the fucking ring. Keep it hidden. Keep it safe in your vaults and your treasure troves. You know, and it's just...
Treasures untold.
Treasures untold. And, of course, you know, when Osgiliath is taken over, it's just so fucked up. Like, the orcs, like, Faramir's expecting a northern assault. Like, because from orcs, they're not expecting this smart from the fucking river type shit. You know? Well, apparently, I don't know that particular orc's name, and I don't think he's in the book, that fucking Elephant Man, as you said.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the Elephant Man!
Exactly. I don't remember him per se, but he was pretty fucking smart, and he was a pretty good, I guess you could say, commander for a dude who looked all fucked up. And
I didn't catch that.
yeah, because I think so.
I saw him as another puppet.
Well, they're all puppets. Everybody's a fucking puppet to Sauron, man. But he... You know, he came in through the river, and he even said, like, when that one orc splashed the oar, he was like, shh, keep quiet. Mm-hmm. You know, and then he saw the dude and was like, shoot him. They shoot him. Unfortunately, that was what gave him away, was when they shot that dude and he fell off and everybody fucking saw the dude's body. But it's like, you had everybody ready for an attack on the other side, and then at the last second, you find out they're coming from the river, and that's how you got overrun, because you were not paying attention to the river, not thinking that the orcs, and that's rightfully so. Orcs probably wouldn't have come from the fucking river, but they fucking did.
They were
They did.
outsmarted.
Yeah, and, you know, with jumping to... It's so funny, because I personally I don't find the Frodo, Sam, and Gollum shit in this one as interesting as I do everything else, because honestly it's kind of just the same shit. It's them in a scene and Gollum still taking them to the tunnel, you know, trying to get them to go where he's gonna lead them.
Yeah, and it's like a very similar like story of like a tripod, if you will. Yeah. One's trying to get the other to... Gollum is trying to convince Frodo that Sam wants the ring to himself. Yeah. Ditch him. Let's get rid of him. Because Sam was on to Gollum from the beginning.
Thinking about, like, well, Gollum fucking wants the goddamn ring. And that's, again, the ring fucking with Frodo. Yeah. You know, the ring's just looking for a way to get the fuck out.
Yeah, of course.
It's got everybody corrupted but Sam at this point. So
yeah, and even Sam was like, maybe I should hold on to the ring, you know, lighten your burden or whatever. And Frodo's initial thought is like, because you want it for yourself.
Yeah, because you fucking want it. Yeah, exactly. And it's just...
Yeah, it's not... those scenes aren't really that interesting, but that's what's happening. Up until the end, yeah.
Up until the end. But everything else, to me, is just so goddamn fascinating. And especially, like, you know, when Gandalf... So, let's just jump to it. So, Gandalf has Pippin light the beacons so that Gondor calls for aid. And we may not have said this, but Denethor did not want aid. Denethor was like, I'm not calling anybody. I don't need anybody to come again. Sauron, most likely fucking fingering his ass. Yeah. You know, sitting there all like, you don't need anything. So he's like, I don't need help from anyone. We can do this all alone. Da-da-da-da-da. And so the beacons get lit, and now all of Gondor is like, okay, cool. Yeah, the beacons. And
rad, dude, the beacons.
The fucking beacons. Yeah. And that's when Osgiliath gets fucking taken over, and then Faramir says, everybody fucking leave. Yeah. So Faramir and his people are running, and the Nazgul are following them, fucking all of them up. Yeah. You know, they couldn't hold the city. Gandalf comes out, does his fucking light beam power, and scares away the shit. But you do start to see, and Gandalf explains this, you start to see that Sauron has this fucking machinery or something where he's literally making a cloud that is it's blocking out the sun. Yeah. You know, it's headed towards Gondor.
Yeah, it's paving the way for
because the orcs creatures don't like sunlight. Yeah. You know, that's why there's no sunlight in Mordor. Right. And as we found out later, Mordor was part of Gondor. Like that was a Gondorian city.
It looks they're pretty close, you know.
They're neighbors.
They're like neighbors.
Yeah, they're fucking neighbors. They're neighbors. They are a hop over the fucking fence, if you will. And that's why like Osgiliath is that one place where it's their front line of defense is Osgiliath. And that's why in Two Towers, when Boromir was able to take it back from the orcs, because the orcs had it. And then Boromir let his men in and fucking got it. And that's why Denethor was like, oh, Boromir, where is he? Where's my firstborn? You know? But, yeah, and then we see that fucking beam of light that just scares everybody. And everybody's like, what the fuck is that? And even I don't even remember what the fuck that was about. But it was enough to scare fucking people. And be like, Pippin, even Gandalf was like, fuck me. It's beginning. But yeah, they can come, and then Faramir, Denethor is all like, go out and reclaim Osgiliath. Like, you fucked up. You couldn't hold it. Your brother could have. And Faramir just says, now I see that you wish that it was me who died and Boromir lived.
Yeah, he's sending him to his fucking grave.
Yeah, and Denethor just straight up says, yes. What kind of a fucking father are you, dude? And again, yeah, he's been mad because of the shit. But it's just like, my God.
Yeah,
he sends, not only that, but he sent fucking men that he needed to defend the fucking city. Like, that was a fucking suicide mission.
Well, he probably did it on purpose.
Well, there you go. Yeah, probably.
Now that you put the bug in my ear, that Sauron is in Demeter's ear, like that.
That's most likely. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're just gonna thin out the men of Gondor and see what happens and
get them weakened.
And even Gandalf was trying to say, Gandalf was like, your father loves you, and he'll remember that he loves you before the end. Like, he will. He'll remember that he loves you before the end. And they go out. All of them get fucked. Faramir's horse makes it back with Faramir. And, Pippin's all like, oh my God, he's alive.
Yeah, he's not quite dead.
He's not quite dead. Yeah, and Denethor is just like, prepare the pyre.
This is another moment where it's just like, what made me call him a drama queen. And it's like, oh, my son is dead. See, look, all hope is lost. Oh, we have no choice. Don't examine the body. It's fine. He's dead.
Yeah.
We must burn his body to honor him. And, oh, look at me. Woe is me. Oh, yes, he's dead. But look at me. Look at my anguish and my sadness. Oh, is everyone looking at me?
Is everyone looking? Yeah, exactly.
It's like, fuck you.
Exactly. Like, he's a fucking trip. That Denethor is a trip. But, yeah, so he is freaking, but he even said, like, to Faramir was like, think better of me, father, if I return. And Denethor even said, it depends on the manner of which you return.
Yeah, and that was like, pretty much, it wasn't a hint.
If you return dead,
then I'll
think
you.
better of him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was clear.
If you die, I will love you. I will love you when you fucking die.
Yeah, because if you come back, that means you're a coward and you didn't fight hard enough.
Right. You fought to the death. And that will make me love you. So it's just so fucked. So yeah, he wants to believe. Man, fuck yeah. He wants to believe that his son's fucking dead because that's the only way he can love his fucking son. So maybe that's why he's fucking ignoring
that he's
still alive, because that's literally like the only way. If we take fucking Sauron out of the bit for a minute, maybe that's the only way that he can truly love his son, is if he knows Faramir fucking died. That's so fucked up.
That is so dark, grim, and just like, again, fuck you.
Yeah, but that's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. So, yeah, they got that shit.
Yeah, I want to mention that moment with Pippin while he's singing. He's singing that song during that fight.
The sacrifice,
the sacrificial fight. And Denethor is like ripping bones off of a chicken, eating, drinking wine, and like wine's coming off his face, and it's just like, that's pretty much what's happening out there. Exactly. Bones are being broken, blood is spilling, and you're here fucking eating like
Savage King,
a glutton, gluttonous fuck.
A lot of foreshadowing in this fucking.
A lot
of foreshadowing.
A lot.
But yeah, they got that, and let's see what else.
Do you want to maybe talk about Aragon and Aragorn. Isn't that dragon
Aragorn's
movie?
the dragon movie. Yeah, Aragon.
When he get like the whole sword,
Yeah.
the whole sword thing, and his Arwen. I can't with these names.
Arwen.
Liv Tyler,
All
man.
right, man. Yeah, no, we can bring... Oh, yeah, I'm so glad you brought all that up. So, before Gandalf left, he told Aragorn to go a certain road when they were going to leave.
Yeah.
So, all of Rohan, the Rohirrim, and Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, they all venture out to go...
Yeah, and I love that because Aragorn was going to go in by himself, and the gang's like, did you really think we wouldn't be going with you?
Right.
It's cute.
It is adorable, isn't it? So everybody goes, and then they meet up at the camp, and he sees Éowyn. And Éowyn is like, he says to Éowyn, he says, are you traveling with us? Like, what is it? She goes, only as far as the camp. Because as soon as we get to camp, that's when the women wish farewell to the men. And then he looks, he opens up one of her blankets or whatever. He, like, lifts one of her blankets, and he sees her sword.
Yeah.
And she's just like, changes the subject and was like, you're the captain now. All the men will follow you, you know. And feeding into, you need to be with us. Kind of giving us like a foreshadow of he's going to leave.
And not come back.
He's going to leave and, you know. So she's all like, kind of like, everybody will fight with you here. If you're not here, nobody's going to like have the morale or, you know, want to do it. So... they have that moment, and then they get to the camp, and then Aragorn starts to have, like, these dreams of Éowyn.
Yeah.
Arwen, excuse me.
Yeah, see? Even you're doing it.
I know, Arwen, and he starts to have these fuck me. He starts to have these fucking moments with this goddamn elf chick, Liv Tyler.
There you are.
And
he's arrived.
I'm arrived! So... Alright, oh, no, you still got a little bit left.
Oh, you're trying to stick with my pace.
I'll milk it. So, they get to the camp. He's having these dreams. And we see Arwen and... oh my god, I'm drawing a fucking blank. Goddamn, her dad.
Let me guess. Edwin.
Hugo Weaving... Huh? Ed Wood?
Edwin. No, Edwin.
Oh, Edwin. No,
I'm just trying to guess
no.
his names with all the letters that we are...
Lord Elrond. God,
hey,
fuck me.
It was an E.
Yeah, there you go.
I got
good
one
job,
letter right.
Dude. So, good job, my love.
Thank you.
He's sitting there and he's having these dreams, and Arwen, fuck. I'm gonna be doing this all night because of you.
Yep.
Arwen is having, fuck it. She fucking sees
Liv
a
Tyler.
child. Liv Tyler sees a goddamn child in her future. And, you know, she goes and confronts her dad, and dad's all like, well, yeah, there's going to be a child, but if you leave now, if you go to the grave, and you'll live. Because Sauron winning in Middle-earth, it's poisoning the elves. It's making the elves' immortality...
drain out?
Essentially,
maybe?
yeah. It's killing them. It's making them all sick.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh, it's like... It's
corrupting them.
Oh, I was thinking like how their age, the way they age is slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting if that happens and it like speeds back up, or like all that aging like catches up with them.
Oh yeah,
that would be I don't know.
That would be interesting. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And you said you wouldn't be a good DM.
Hey.
Yeah. But anywho, yeah. So you find all that out. And she says, reforge the fucking blade and go take it to Aragorn.
Yeah, should have done that in the fucking first place,
right.
But whatever.
So he reforges it, takes it to Aragorn.
I love that we thought it was her.
Yeah.
Because he was wearing the same, like,
cloak
and the long hair. And he definitely was, he probably had half a lift until he turned and saw it was...
Hugo,
yeah.
He was just like, Jesus Christ, what happened? And then it just goes down.
Yeah, woo, well, and of course, yeah, and because it's her father.
Her father.
Yeah.
God damn it, Dad.
Boner killer, man.
Right. But him and Theoden were apparently having something. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about per se. I don't remember, but they were talking about something because Theoden was straight up just like, I will take my leave. And then just leaves. Sorry, I'm trying to measure this.
I love how determined you are to, like, be 100% sure that our wine is equal.
Yeah, man.
We got equal
Equality.
Equality, yeah.
We care about equality in this house.
Yeah, we do.
So, anywho.
Yeah, we fucking do.
Mm-hmm. They talk, whatever, and Aragorn is all like, I've got the fucking blade. So Elrond says, you need to go. I don't know what the fuck. I can't remember what these guys' names were, but he essentially says, go deep into the mountain and go find the undead warriors.
I call them the army of the dead.
That's essentially what they are. So, I mean, that's right.
That's actually like what I wrote down because I didn't know what to call them either.
That's essentially what they are because I believe the leader of them, I think he's known as King of the Dead.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Jeffrey Rush.
It does look like Jeff. He does.
He looks like Jeffrey Rush in Pirates of the Caribbean. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner, because you're in one.
You're in one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, that's funny. No, you're right, though. You're so true. But, anywho, so he says you need to go there, and they'll listen to the true king because you have Isildur's blade. So, and that goes to the part where you were talking about with Gimli and Legolas, and they were all like, we're coming with you, laddie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, it's the same.
I thought that's where you were going, and then I noticed you were saying something else, but I kept my mouth shut.
No, that's perfectly fine, because, you were right. I mean, I wasn't wrong. So, but that's when they were like, we're going with you. They go into the tunnel, and then they get to the place, and I should have wrote down the fucking quote, or the saying, but I didn't, because I don't do notes. So,
saying
what it said on the doors, or on the door, it was something about the dead, and
I didn't notice.
Yeah, because Legolas read it. I think it was in like Elvish.
Okay, yeah.
But Legolas read it, and it was something about the dead, and it's some fucking warning, like don't come in. And when
dead
they go
men tell no tales.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, I'm wondering where Disney got his idea for pirates then. Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, Walt!
You've been caught, man.
Yeah, fucking dethaw him and let's ask him.
Yeah, dethaw his ass.
Dethaw his ass. Let's see what he has to say.
Find out if he's really a Nazi.
Fuck. Moving on. So, they go in.
I want to bring up,
Please.
because I love... this is such a serious fucking movie. Any comedy that I see, I want to,
Bring it up.
Bring it up.
Please.
But also, like, the competition, the competitiveness, it's not a word, I don't think, between Gimli and Legolas is really funny.
It is.
Because Gimli didn't want to go in.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh, if a dwarf doesn't go in, then I won't hear the end of it.
Right,
Something like that.
Yeah, he was like, because Legolas went in, and he was like, an elf goes underground and a dwarf fears not.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't go, then I won't hear the end of it. Like I gotta go in.
And it's like he cares what Legolas actually thinks of him when he pretends that he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, and they go in, and he was so funny, and that's what's so beautiful. And this is the comedy that I love. Because I love that comedy that is so serious. Like,
yes.
Gimli was scared out of his shit. And he goes inside, and they're walking in the mist, and you see, like, hands forming and reaching out for everyone. And when they, like, the hand forms in front of Gimli, he, like, gives this light fucking, like, this light blow. He's just like, and then more hands start coming up, and he's just... He's like trying to really blow it, and then he starts shooing him with his hand. He's like, get the fuck away from me.
I liked this comedy better than the second one with all the short jokes.
Right.
Like this
was better, yeah. And then fucking Aragorn's all like, don't look at the ground. Like, don't look. No. And Gimli's all like...
Of course he's going to fucking
look down. He looks down.
Don't tell someone to not look down.
And then he starts, every step he's taking, he's crunching the bones. He's crunching the fucking skulls, and he's like... He's even like... I'm really trying not to break these things, but I'm fucking breaking them. Yeah. And then he just starts running real fast. Like, let me, if I run fast, maybe I won't step on as many, so let me go. Oh my, are you having a fucking dream, dude?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's dreaming.
I hope he's dreaming right now and he's growling.
Alright, I think we're safe. Oh. Ooh. Alright.
Oh my God.
Okay, moving on.
He doesn't have...
He doesn't do this shit. Yeah, Gypsy does. He doesn't.
Let's not disturb him because we want him
Yeah,
to
we
stay
want him
asleep.
to sleep, so it's whatever rabbit he's chasing, he can continue to chase it.
Yeah, the walking with the bones, like,
Yeah.
he's trying to be respectful of the dead
The dead
bones.
under him,
yeah, but it's like, that was
so,
good.
So then they get over there, and then finally, this is where we see, you know, Aragorn, all of the dead come out, the King of the Dead comes out, and everybody comes out. And he says, you know, this way is shot, or the dead, or whatever the fuck he quotes the dead king. And Aragorn's all like, I want you to help us. Like, you're going to come and help me. He goes, no. The dead king's all like, I'm just going to kill you because we don't answer to anybody but the King of Gondor. So he goes over to kill Aragorn, and Aragorn pulls a fucking sword out.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that.
Catches the blade and then grabs him by the neck and is all like, ah! And the guy's like, ah! Like,
yeah, that was kind of badass.
Freaking the fuck out. Yeah, he's like, you will listen to me.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a Isildur, you know, or some shit. And then he says, what say you? What say you? You know,
he said it like 20
join us.
times.
Yeah, he's like, are you going to join us? I'll free you if you help us. You know, I will fucking let you all be free. Because their story is very interesting. And honestly, I don't even think that their story is really in the book that much. But
I was worried at first because in the beginning I was like, okay, what's this tale? But we do end up getting a backstory. A little bit with them, and I was happy for that because I even wrote that down. I'm like, okay, good, we do get a backstory.
Yeah, because with them, that Isildur. So they used to kind of tromp around with Sauron, if I remember correctly, but they jumped over to Isildur's side. These men, and Isildur needed them. I can't remember if it was that battle where he got the ring. If he called for him, I can't fucking remember. I'm gonna assume that that's the battle. That Isildur was like, come fucking help me with this. And they didn't show up. Like, they didn't come. So he cursed them that when they died, that their souls or their spirits will forever be, like, linked.
Yeah.
And they can't go anywhere. They're just gonna be trapped in that fucking mountain dead, and, you know. So he does that shit. And that's how they came to be. And that's why the only person who can free them is the king, the true king. Isildur's blood.
Yeah.
Is the only one who can free them.
It kind of gave me, like, Aladdin vibes. Like, you give me these 2 wishes, and on my last wish, I'll set you free.
Exactly. There you go. So they disappear, and then you have that really cool fucking moment. I love this moment of all of their skulls start fucking just caving in this fucking cave.
I was laughing.
I mean, yeah.
Because I know it's like a badass moment, but in my head,
they make it fun.
I kept making myself laugh because I was thinking of all these like head puns and head like the thing that popped in my head was heads will roll.
Yeah, heads gonna roll.
I don't like. I just thought I was so funny to my
funny.
own self. Like
No.
Not like those like that Austin Powers moment where he's like looked like he's not going to get ahead or
ahead in life.
Know? Yeah,
Just
something like
all
that.
his shit.
Yeah. All right, that's
he's a little headstrong. Or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the cave-in happens. They get out, and Aragorn's all like, "Fuck, we failed."
He
like
broke
I left
down.
Yeah, and then you see the Corsairs and the river, and he's even like, "Fuck." And here we come. Here's the King of the Dead. And he just goes, we fight with you. And now all of them come out. And then we have that badass moment where, and this is actually really funny. So, yes, Peter Jackson was one of the Corsair pirates. Mm-hmm. He was one of the mercenaries. A couple producers and a couple other, like, people were as well. Like, they all had cameos as the pirates.
They all got fun cameos.
They all had little fun cameos as the pirates. So that was, like, really fun for them. And a lot of them were like, yeah, this is why we don't do the acting. Like, we're not, you know, one of the guys, I can't remember his name, but he was like, Peter told me, you know, when Peter went back to go look at the film after we rolled, he goes, yeah, don't smile because, you know, it doesn't look good. Like, you know, just keep your mouth shut. And he was like, well, there goes my acting career. Like, I'm never gonna. He was like, oh, I guess I'm never gonna act again.
Yeah, hey, know your place, you know. If you
But
don't,
it was
if you don't
so
have it.
funny. But I love that cameo though because of Peter Jackson, of all of them, honestly. But Peter Jackson's made me fucking laugh.
Yeah, it was funny.
And especially when Aragorn's all like, Legolas, shoot an arrow past the bosun's ear, and Gimli makes him hit.
Yeah,
Peter Jackson.
I was like wondering about that. Was like Gimli just was like, okay, a warning is not going to do it. Here, I'm going to fuck up your aim, and we're going to kill somebody to send a real message.
I think so, because he was just like, oh,
Oh,
we warned you.
Whoopsie. Yep.
Prepare to be warned.
You've been warned, yes.
And then they were just like, you're in one army.
Yes.
And then here comes that terrifying. Can you believe if you fucking see 3 dudes and you're like, fuck you, dude, you ain't
We
gonna
got
do
this.
nothing. And then all of a sudden here goes a bunch of ghosts, pissed off, skin gone, clothes tarted, fucking swords, man.
Beards
fucking burnt. Like, fuck. You're fucked, man.
Yep.
You're fucked.
Don't even try.
Dude, I would be shitting.
Because you can't stab them.
No,
you can't
but they
hurt
can
them.
stab you, apparently.
Yeah.
Unless you have fucking Aragorn's sword.
Yes.
That's the only way.
And there's only one of them, thankfully.
Right. Now, in the book, I believe, they only take care of the Corsair pirates.
Oh.
Because right after they kill the Corsair pirates is where, and I love this, is the king goes up to Aragorn and is all like, hey, I did it. We did it. Can we
go
free?
now?
Exactly. And Aragorn says that shit like, yeah, all right,
promise.
I release
promise,
you.
Yeah.
The king breaks his spear. He breaks his spear and he takes a knee and he bows to Aragorn, all all honorably and all like, oh my god, thank you for finally doing this. Like, thank you. Gets up and then they all walk away and just vanish.
Wow.
They all mist. And it's like, and I was like, oh my god, that is such a fucking cool thing. In the movie, I don't know. It was alright, but we'll get to that part. But now Rohan finally shows up. But of course, Gandalf, when we're talking about the battle of Gondor.
Who's Rohan?
Minas Tirith. Rohan is Theoden, all the horse riders.
Okay.
The Rohirrim. When Gandalf pretty much takes control because Denethor... going back to Denethor, he's all like... He pretty much is... Flee for your life! He's telling everybody to fucking leave.
Yeah, and I even wrote down, he gets the fucking slap that he deserved. Gandalf is just like, bitch, you're out. Get out. You're benched.
He takes over, and he's Gandalf is I find it really comical though when Gandalf is riding through the city, all like, man your posts, and everybody's running, and then as soon as Gandalf comes back, prepare for battle, everybody turns around and starts following Gandalf. I find that really funny. I don't know why. I just see that as comical, but because it's like they're all running, but here comes a white guy on a horse. And everybody's like, follow him.
Oh my god.
I just find that funny.
Now it's funny. You put it that way.
I mean, it's just really funny. But, yeah. So, but yeah, Gandalf takes control of the city, of the situation, and everybody's manning with him. And I love that they're getting bombed, they're getting trebucheted, all kinds of shit is happening. And they start to use their own buildings as ammunition. I love that. I was like, oh, that is so
great idea.
That is so fucking awesome.
Use what you got left.
Right. They're literally just loading up parts that were destroyed and firing them back
Ruins.
at the orcs. And then the Nazgul come, and the Nazgul fuck shit up.
The Nazgul, those are
the wraiths, the screaming things on those.
Oh, like the dragon thing? Oh, wait. Oh, the wraiths.
Things riding the
things riding the dragon things. Okay.
Because those things, I don't remember what those things are called, but they're not dragons. They're primitive as fuck. They're not dragons. Dragons are smart.
They look primitive. That's a good way of putting them.
Dragons are smart as fuck. Those things are, I don't remember what they're called per se, but
yeah, and it's funny that you say that because there's that other group that have the elephants. Elephants are fucking smart, man.
I forgot what they... I forgot what those guys were called.
Yeah, those poor goddamn elephants.
And that's what's so fucked up, and I know you freaked out when Legolas killed the one.
I wrote it down, like, fuck Fuck you, Legolas.
I know, but it's like, dude, you gotta look at it. Like, they have tormented those elephants. Like, those things were bred for war.
Right.
To the point that even...
Well, it's just like the circus.
Right. Oh,
you know, when you look at, you know, how those animals were trained, I'm glad that circuses are fucking over with because they abused those fucking animals. And they had no other choice. It's like, oh, I either obey or...
I think a lot of farmers feel... Well, a lot of horse people feel the same about, like, horse races.
Yeah.
I guess, like, horses are kind of... I don't know. I've never been to a horse race. I don't really do horse race.
No.
We actually have a friend who has a horse that she races, and for all I know, I mean, that horse, again, I don't know. We don't know this person that well, so we don't know.
Right.
But I hear that some horses are abused in horse races. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know anything. I don't attend. I don't know. So
We don't partake, attend.
We don't partake,
know.
attend. I don't know, but I've never betted on a horse. I'd love to bet on a fucking bull for a fucking PBR, though. As far as I know, they're not abused. They just get their nuts tied.
I don't know. I just think using animals for any type of sport or any type of anything is just like, fuck off.
Right. But we can eat them. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's we eat for survival.
We do eat for survival.
Yeah.
Right. But, I don't know. I guess we need to just get our own farm.
Yeah, if we had a farm though, we would do like we've talked about having like a rescue animal,
God,
like
I would
rescue
love to do
dog,
that.
like ranch and rehabilitate like, you
I'd
know,
love to do
abused
that.
dogs and shit like that. That would be.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
So, let's get back to
We got it. Yeah, we kind of
we
went off on a little
we
tangent
got
here.
a little bit more to go here. So
A little bit.
I know there's a lot. I'm trying to really, like, section this shit, because we've only got a little bit left. So, where were we? The elephants. Let's just stick with them. So, yeah, the elephants, they have that moment. Legolas kills the elephant, but he kills the elephant because, yeah, they're bred for war. Like, even without the saddle or the people commanding him, he's going to continue to roll through all the humans and fuck them all up.
Well, yeah. Here I go. Like, to defend them again. It's like they're running. They're gonna run. They don't look down and be like, oops, oopsie, excuse me.
Right.
Like, they're just gonna run regardless.
And maybe that's why he did it. I can't justify why fucking Legolas killed the goddamn
You can't.
thing.
He did it. It's horrible that he killed an elephant, but it ended up saving a lot of people's lives.
Right.
So.
And I love the elephant, and it's so funny that when you go back to the Two Towers, how easily it was for the Gondorian Rangers to kill those two elephants with as many arrows as what they did.
Yeah.
And then in this one, it was like a lot of them had arrows galore in them and all other kinds of shit, and they just kept fucking going.
kept going.
And it was like, huh. Now, historically, when, you know, elephants were used for war, it was essentially, I guess, kind of the same thing. You know, I mean, you just unload arrows on the fucking elephant and hope it goes down.
Yeah.
Because if those fuckers get up close to you, it's
game over,
it's game over, man. You know, I mean, I don't know. I know Hannibal was all about that. I think was it Hannibal? I think it was Hannibal. It was all about the elephants. But
Hannibal Lecter?
No. Hannibal, the fucking Rome.
Oh, yes.
Hannibal Lecter with the elephants.
So I'm sorry. What did he find? I was thinking like he had some.
He was about lambs.
True.
Silence of the elephants.
So
Hannibal Lecter.
That's what it should have been.
Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Elephants. So, but anywho, so the Green Army shows up and pretty much saves everybody. And then finally, that's when the King of the Dead says to Aragorn, or no, let's backtrack, because we got to talk about one of the most important fucking things.
Impertinent or important?
Important.
Oh, okay.
Important. I know impertinent came out because I was like eating my words because I was trying to suckle down this wine. But
Éowyn, her badass moment.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, that's where I wanted to go too.
And her and Mary, and I really like that because it's really showing how the female, they can and very much should and will, be able to do what she did. And even
fight.
Mary, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's like, I don't know, you're too small,
Yeah, you're too small, you're a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking Carl Urban.
Carl Urban.
Éomer, he has that moment at the camp where Éowyn says, why are you making fun of him? Like, why can't he fight like everyone else? And she's essentially talking about herself.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Éomer just says, I don't doubt the strength in his heart. Like, I don't doubt it. But there's a reason that war is for men, because as soon as he gets out in the battle, he's going to be hearing screams. He's going to be seeing blood. He's going to be killing. He's going to be doing shit like this. And
are they related?
They're brother and sister.
Okay, I didn't catch that, and part of me was like, are they in love or are they related?
No, in the Two Towers, that's why he freaks out on Grima. Because, remember, too long have you haunted my sister. Too long have you watched my sister. Too long have you
that was such a small moment. I totally forgot.
Well, he wasn't in Two Towers long enough.
No, he wasn't, yeah.
You can't have it all.
You can't have it all, but he was in it a lot in this one.
Yeah. But he has that moment, and she is fighting, and they're taking down the elephants or whatever, but the Witch King comes down. And he actually breaks Gandalf's staff. We didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
But he goes after Gandalf and breaks the staff, and that's finally when the Rohirrim show up.
Yeah, because that's when they were, Pip and Gandalf were trying to save Faramir.
Faramir.
God. Yeah. Because his dad wants to burn his son alive.
Right. So they have that moment, but the Witch King of Angmar, like, he comes down, and it's said that no man can kill him. So he goes after Theoden, and he fucks Theoden up. Like, Theoden is on the ground.
Yes.
He gets off his fucking primitive dragon and goes over and is about to, like, smash his fucking head in. And then Éomer comes up and starts fighting him.
Yeah, I was like...
And it's a very badass fucking thing.
I just want to be like, yeah, girl!
Yes, queen!
Yes, queen!
Yes, queen!
Yes, queen!
But, and then Merry helps. I mean, he stabs him in the leg.
Oh, yeah.
And it fucks him because
he was
apparently
own.
if you fucking stab... I don't know if it's just the Witch King of Angmar or what, but apparently they pretty much got poisoned just from fucking attacking him.
That's a crazy, like,
and that
defense
was fucked,
thing to have.
And that's what's kind of weird, is that it's like, but I guess in the Fellowship, Aragorn didn't exactly cut them per se; he burned them. So it was like, I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
But Éomer, god damn it, Éowyn goes, fuck. She gets a fucking, the Witch King says to her, he's straight up after their fight. He says to her, no man can kill me.
Oh, yeah.
And then she
line.
fucking rips that helmet off, and she goes, I am no man, and then stabs him right in the fucking head, and just fucks him.
Yeah.
And then he, like, crunkles up, and his armor fucking punches it. It's just so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, very, very badass.
And it's so funny because going into a backstage thing, the stuntman... I don't remember this particular stuntman's name, but it was so funny because Peter Jackson is the reason that, like, Peter Jackson was like, we need the flail to be bigger. And the stuntman had, like, it was a normal flare. It was a flail. It was a normal size flail that the stuntman had. And they're small. Flails are small. It's a fucking stick, a chain, and a tiny ball with spikes. That's essentially what a flail is.
Right.
Well... Peter Jackson was like, I need this shit to be bigger.
This was the flail of flails or whatever.
Exactly, the flail of flails.
Yeah.
So Peter Jackson was like, I need this bitch to be bigger. So it goes a little bit bigger, and then Peter Jackson's like, no, not good enough. Need it to be a little bit bigger.
What?
Again, not big enough. Need to make it bigger. Makes it huge. And the stuntman at this point, like, it takes everything in him to fucking swing this bitch like once. And he was literally like, like, this is the biggest pain in my ass. Like, flailing around this monster of a fucking thing. Like, he was like, this is... But it looked so fucking good on camera.
It looked great. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah. And it was like, I feel bad for the stuntman, but at the same time, it's like, bro... And even he was like, it did look cool.
It did look
really fucking cool. But it was a bitch to do. And he had, like, a funny moment where he was like... talking about fighting with her and saying how she was like, because the woman that played Éowyn, what was her name? We do her justice here. We gotta do her this actress
Hell
justice.
yeah, she was great.
I don't know her well, obviously I don't know her personally, but Where are you, girl?
Woman.
I mean, woman. Miranda Otto.
Miranda Otto.
Fucking amazing. She wasn't like a fighter per se, but the stuntman was all like, you know, she really wanted to. He said shit like, it kind of was making it sound like, but I think it was a joke. He's kind of like, you know, there were moments for her that I was just like, let's stop, let's cut, you know, let's cut, and da 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 da. And then there was a scene in the making of it where she's all like, yeah, thanks, you know, getting up and all fine, and then he takes off his helmet and he's all like, breathing fucking. Breathing heavy shit. That's why I think it was like a joke of everything he was saying. Yeah. Because he was just kind of like, But at the same time, it's like, dude, he is in armor. Well, she was in armor too, but he is clothed. He had so much shit on him. And he was working that fucking flail. Mm-hmm. So it's like, dude, you know, it's really funny. But it was really fun. Like, and even he was like, oh, dude, she was amazing. She was amazing to work with. No, everybody fucking had nothing but good things to say about Miranda Otto. Like, and that's what's so cool about this fucking film, about this trilogy, is that by the end, everyone was just a fucking family. The crew, the actors, everyone. Yeah. You know, and we'll get there, because I'm gonna make fucking time for this. Okay. But anywho, that's it with that. She kills the fucking Witch King, and, because I gotta speed this up a little bit. Fucking Denethor attempts to kill Boromir and himself, and he has Faramir. Yeah. Fuck me.
Ooh, I caught you.
You caught me. Thank you. Faramir, and he has that badass moment when he's pouring the oil on.
Badass? It looked fucking stupid.
Well, it's terrifying.
Again, you fucking drama queen. Like, let me make this about me, not the fact that you're,
I know.
You know.
Well, it was badass because fucking Faramir feels the droplets and he starts to wake up a little bit, and then fucking. Goddamn, what's his nuts? Pippin comes out and he's like, he's not dead! He's freaking out. And then Pippin jumps on after they already light the shit. And then Faramir gets saved by Pippin and Gandalf. And Denethor has this moment where he doesn't redeem himself by any means. But I think the real Denethor shows for just a split second.
Because he was happy he was alive.
Yes, because he sees Faramir and he sees that he was alive. And he literally has this smile like, oh my god, like, my son. And then the flames just take over. And then he just runs off the fucking... He manages to get...
really
far. To run a fucking mile off of this fucking... He on fire now. That's a man... That's psychotic, I guess.
That's psychotic and determination because maybe he didn't want to set fire to anything else. So he's like, let me just run myself over a cliff.
Maybe he came to, you know? I don't know. It took him to literally die.
I don't... Like, what else is going to make you become your true self when you're on fucking fire?
Right. So that shit happened. And then we have... Finally, did we already talk about... yeah. I think we did. We talked about the dead and how they got released.
Yes,
I didn't like it in the fucking movie how they did it.
You liked it in the book.
I liked it better in the book because it was more honorable.
Yes.
Like in the fucking movie, it was just kind of like, you know, you are released, and then they just go, it's like a sigh of relief, and then they just fucking vanish. And it's like, dude, you can't give these fucking guys a little bit of fucking honor. You know, we can't give them just a hint to be able to say, and that's why it's better in the book because they realized that they did wrong. They fucking betrayed Isildur and all kinds of shit.
And it's good of you to mention the book part because it was better and whatever.
Yeah. You know, so
can't think of everything.
Right, exactly. So then finally they go, all the armies of men, they go to Mordor. They fucking march, they go to Mordor, and they're like, you know, we're here. We're gonna fucking fight. This is our last stand.
Yeah, because it was part of a diversion
for Frodo.
To distract Sauron.
Sauron, yeah.
Sour cream.
Right.
So Frodo could continue or finish his journey or his whatever.
Yeah. So while we got
hold up.
This is good. What? Oh shit.
We forgot to take off his thing.
We did.
It's okay.
All right, fuck it. Y'all, you're gonna hear a little jingle jangle. But anywho, let me take this off. All right.
So final battle.
Okay. Well, let's go to This is going to be just a little bit longer, probably, but whatever. So let's talk about Shelob.
Who?
The spider.
No!
We gotta do it. We gotta talk about that. We gotta.
I hate that spider.
I know, we really gotta talk about it, though.
It is the nastiest spider I have seen in any movie, film, TV.
Well, then they did a really good job.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
What the fuck just happened to your voice? Did you have a bubble stuck in your throat?
I did. Oh, God, that was fucked.
Yeah, you sounded like Gollum for a second. Yeah.
But, any fucking who. Shelob. So Gollum's plan was to take Sam and Frodo
to
her the entire fucking time. Like, she was like, we gotta take him to her.
And I did mention the second one, like, who the fuck is she?
Right. And she is a spider. And the reason Gollum knows about her, and we don't know about this in the movie, I don't think, but in the book we do. She, when Gollum first escapes Mordor, it was through her tunnel, her maze or whatever, that he was able to get out.
Oh.
That's why he knows about her.
Okay.
And the reason that he even escaped her was because he made a deal with her. He said, I will bring you, like, the freshest shit. I will bring you shit better than orcs if you let me go. I will bring better things to you.
Better meat.
Better meat.
Better whatever, blood,
whatever
spiders,
essentially everything he was saying. He said that to her and he made that deal with her. And she was like, okay. Because she's so interested. She's older than fucking Sauron. Like, she was there for a long time.
Before Sauron.
She's like a demon spider, if you will.
Ooh.
She's kind of like a demon spider. But,
I can see that.
You don't really know too much about her per se, but Sauron never got rid of her. She was there before Mordor.
Yeah.
So when Sauron took over, she was there, and he was like, I'm going to keep her there because, number one, she's a really good guard for that area.
Yeah.
And so what he would do was he would send prisoners to her and have them executed by feeding them to her. And sometimes she would get bored and she would leave and she would go and capture orcs who were like manning a post at one place, and she would kill them.
Oh, sorry, I was going to sneeze. But
no, that's fine. And she would like kill them, and Sauron looked at her as kind of like a pet.
Yeah, and also like, a pet, but like, why would she give up a good thing?
Right.
Like, hey, I got all this,
exactly.
These lovely things coming to me to keep me fed and happy. I don't have to do shit.
Yeah. So Gollum essentially was, he was keeping his deal by bringing Sam and Frodo. Mm-hmm. So when Sam and Frodo get there, she gets Frodo. And Frodo finally realizes that, Gollum's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And Sam saves him in the most badass way.
Yeah, Sam has an awesome moment of fighting and fighting the orcs and fighting that little gross spider
creature. Yeah. So he has that moment, and then the orcs get a hold of Frodo because Frodo gets paralyzed.
Yes.
And Sam, he takes the ring because he thought Frodo died.
I didn't see him take the ring.
You
okay.
They didn't show it.
Okay, good.
You just see they did that on purpose. They
good.
They make, when they're going through all of Frodo's shit, Frodo's all like, "Oh my god, they have the ring. They have all this." And when Sam finally gets back with Frodo, he's like, "I have it."
Yeah.
And then Frodo's like, "Give me that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have it? You took it
Yeah, it's
from
like
me."
he was more mad that Sam had the ring than the fucking orcs.
Yeah, and that's the ring.
Yeah.
That was and even Sam started to see it, and Sam was like,
yeah.
Do I give this back? Do I not give this back? Do I do this
and
on my own?
I did write that down, like that exchange of Frodo wanting the ring back from Sam. It's like, what the... it's fucked up, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I think Sam gave it to him because he knew that if he didn't give the ring back, maybe, this is my thing, my how my brain's going at the moment, then they weren't going to get to their destination.
See,
it was going to delay it longer because they were going to fight over, give me the ring, no, give me the ring. Okay, here, take the fucking ring. Let's keep going.
That's interesting. That's a good thought. My thought is that Sam really just trusted and he wanted to believe that Frodo could overwhelm it, and that's why he gave it back.
Yeah.
Because he was just like... Because you do see that, like, struggle. And it's like, do I, do I not? And then he was like, you know what? He's my best friend. I love him. You're going to take it.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that too.
Yeah, I like those both ways.
I like going both ways.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
And who are we to know? You know?
Yeah.
The person that knows is dead. R.I.P. J.R.R.
Dark.
But, anywho.
Another thing, since we're on the Frodo and Sam train right now, around the end when they were, like, the closer they were getting to where the ring has to go, it seemed to me that Frodo was stalling, trying to, like, not get the ring where it's supposed to be, because that ring was taking him. Oh, that's what it looked like to me. Like, oh no, these things are so heavy. Oh, I can't go on. I'm so weak. Like,
I don't know, because I don't think so. Because when they were in the orc armor, when they were in the orcish armor, Sam looked at Frodo's neck, and there was blood and an indent from the chain around him.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was just because of the ring, but I guess the
ring is literally weighing him down. The closer he's getting to destroy the ring is making itself heavy. It's trying to stop him from getting there.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, so the ring is literally physically weighing on him, and he is literally like, I can't fucking do, because it knows what he wants, what he is trying to do.
Oh my God.
It knows what he is trying to do, and it can't manipulate. It's not manipulating him. It's not getting him to fucking do what he wants. So he's like, well, I'm just talking to the ring like it's a he. So the ring is literally weighing him down. It's like, I'm gonna slow your ass down until I get found.
I am such an asshole.
No. No, I mean, no. That's your first. It's your viewing.
It's still putting the blame on the ring. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not saying that it is Frodo. It's Ring Frodo.
Right. And again, when he finally gets to the place to do it, he pulls a fucking Isildur. The ring fucking takes his ass over.
It's mine.
Exactly. It's like right fucking there.
Yeah, and this is where I stopped my notes.
Yeah.
At that point, like in the rest of the film, I was in it.
Right. So real quick, let's just bring up Aragorn and everybody getting there, and then they talk to the mouth of Sauron, that guy that comes out.
He sounded like Dracula.
That was a Peter Jackson thing, because the mouth of Sauron is actually supposed to be human. He's supposed to be human that kind of becomes like a sorcerer in a way.
Huh.
But he literally, he forgets who he is. Like, he literally doesn't remember his real name.
I didn't get that.
He thinks of it, well, you wouldn't this is the book.
Oh, okay.
He literally is just like, I am the mouth of Sauron, I speak for Sauron. Like, I am his left hand, right hand. Where the Witch King of Angmar is Sauron's, leader of the army.
You know what? As a left-handed person, I find that offensive.
Right.
Saying, "Oh, I'm the right-hand man."
Well, then the mouth of Sauron would be the left-hand woman man. You know?
We don't have to put gender into it.
Man.
No, we don't have to put gender into the whole thing. I'm just talking about left hand, right hand.
Well, they would be...
There you go.
Thank you. Well, they would be... but the mouth of Sauron, I found it, and that was Bruce, I believe that was Bruce Spence.
Willis?
Really? No.
Springsteen?
No. Bruce Spence.
The Shark?
God damn you.
Sorry.
Bruce Spence. Bruce Spence. Great actor.
I don't know who that is.
You'd know him. It's this guy. He actually he's in a lot of shit.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's
he
move
is.
on.
You
Okay.
know that face. He was in Mad Max. He's in a lot of shit. But anywho.
Sure.
So, moving on. Bruce Spence was him. And you wouldn't know it was him. And that's a joke that he makes with Peter. Sorry, I scratched you.
Okay.
That's a joke he makes with Peter. Because he was like... It was supposed to just be him, and then Peter was like, I'm going to put all this shit on you, I'm going to make you look scary. And then he was like, okay, now I'm going to fucking do this thing to your voice, and Bruce is all like, I don't know what I did to piss off Peter, but he pretty much made me not be in this film.
Yeah, he like buried him.
Yeah, it was like he pretty much I'm just the body at this point. Like, there's nothing about me that's in this film.
But I would have been like, hey, I still got paid.
Right. I mean, he jokingly, like, it was just a joke about him, but that's just what he was saying.
Yeah,
but,
like
the mouth...
Yeah, he could have put a extra.
Yeah. He could have been animated. But he did that, and then Aragorn kills him, and that's what makes the eye, which was focused on Frodo, that makes the eye turn back and go, okay, we're getting fucking... This is... Isildur's heir is...
Yeah.
He just killed my fucking voice. Mm-hmm. So it's time to... it's time to go fuck shit up. So then finally, Frodo, Sam, we already talked about it. They're at the thing. The ring takes over Frodo. Well, Gollum comes out of nowhere once Frodo fucking puts the ring on, disappears, and Sam's like, oh my god. Gollum comes out of nowhere, bashes Sam over the fucking head, finds Frodo, bites his fucking finger off.
Yeah.
And this is funny for those of you that know of, I believe it was the 70s cartoon. The 70s cartoon, Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
There was like a song in it, Frodo of the Nine Fingers.
That's what you were
Ring
singing.
of Doom.
You were singing that in.
Why does he have 9 fingers? Where is the Ring of Doom? Yeah, because and I love those. And I honestly, I did grow up watching those films because they're like musicals, and those are for like kids.
Oh yeah,
those like late 70s.
80s. Well, Lord of the Rings to me.
Yeah. But anywho, that's where that song comes in. And there's another song where like they're dressed as the fucking orcs, and they're running around. And it's called "When There's a Whip, There's a Way." Like, it's fucking funny as fuck. It's interesting.
That's what you were doing this whole time.
I was doing that the whole fucking time watching because it was funny, and I was like, okay, it's funny. But anyway, moving on. We're running out of time. Okay, so Gollum bites off the fucking ring, and then Frodo is shown. They fight. Sam fight. Everybody's fighting. Gollum falls off the fucking thing, lands into the lava pit with the fucking ring, and then Sam saves Frodo. Mm-hmm. Eagles come, save them. Now, at the end of the film, we have the beautifulness of them returning home.
And reuniting,
returning home, and it's not the same for them. You see this. You see that all the hobbits are having a great fucking time. All the hobbits at the Shire.
Like when they're at the bar.
Yeah, and the 4 of them are just like, it's how do we have fun again?
Yeah, how do we have fun again? Like, how can we live like life is so amazing when we've been through a lot of shit and saw, I don't want to say the real world, but saw some fucking evil chaos. Shit. Yeah.
And Aragorn and Liv Tyler get together and get married.
Yes.
And they become one, and you see that Faramir and Éowyn get together.
Yep.
And, all this love is happening.
All this coupling.
Poor Éowyn, he's on his own. Sorry, Carl Urban. But you got the boys. But anywho, all that happens, and then finally we get meeted up with Frodo, Bilbo. They all get meeted up again. They go and escort Bilbo and Gandalf because they're gonna go to the Grey Havens, and they get there. Bilbo asks for the ring again, and Frodo's like, "Oh, I lost it." And he goes, "Oh, that's a shame. I would have loved to have held it one more time." And you see that just eating at Frodo. And then finally, Bilbo goes off, and he's all like, "Oh, this is going to be my next adventure. I'm excited. Let me go." And the 3 elves were like, the time of the elven rings are done, so we're leaving. Mm-hmm. Elrond, Galadriel, and her husband, when they're leaving. And Gandalf says goodbye to the hobbits, and he leaves. And then he says, "Frodo, it's time to go." And they all say goodbye to Frodo. Now, in the making of this, and everybody, you watch the making of this if you can. It's on YouTube. Just type in like the making of Lord of the Rings and watch it, because it's so amazing to watch. But they had to do the Grey Haven scene like 3 different fucking times. First time because of goddamn Sean Astin, because he went to lunch. They went to lunch, and he showed up out of missing his vest, so they had to redo the scene the next day. because he fucked up in that aspect.
Huh.
And they were like, God damn it, Sean. And they were giving him shit. Well, then the second time they did it, the it was fuzzy. Like, it was out of focus. And then Peter Jackson had to go back and go, guys, we have to do this scene again. And they were all like, it was so emotionally, like, this was kind of like our goodbye for real. Because it was like,
It was
the
emotionally
last scene,
draining.
it was emotionally draining. They were like, we have to fucking do this again. And they had to do it again. And I fucking can't remember, but I feel like there was a third time. But I think they finally got it. But it was just like Peter Jackson was like, I hated that I had to go break the news. Like, guys, by the way, we're out of focus. But anywho, so then they go off, and then that's the end of the film. Like, Frodo says to Sam, like, your story, it's now about you. You're the one to finish the book. Mm-hmm. Because Frodo was finishing A Hobbit's Tale.
Yeah.
And then The Lord of the Rings. And the rest, a couple pages left for Sam.
Yeah.
So, Sam marries, and that's the end of the film. That's what's amazing. And the goodbye, why I say for everybody to watch the making of this, the goodbyes are just, from the actors alone, are just so amazing. Christopher Lee says some really good shit. I showed you those. Mm-hmm. John Rhys Davies damn near almost brought me to tears because he brought himself to tears with what he had to say. Pretty much was talking about how, he had 4 years to work with all the same people, crew and, actors alike. And he was like, I've never seen such passion on a project. Like, you don't see this in LA. You don't see this kind of work in LA. Like, just people so passionate about what we do, and this is why we do it. Like, and he got to burn his face because it caused his breakouts.
Yeah, poor man,
really
but he
funny.
kept going.
He did, and that's the craft, man. And the fact that him, who had to go through all that shit, and he had to say what he had to say, and brought himself to fuck too. It was like, just, man, that's why we do it.
Yes, exactly.
That's why we do it. We do it for the love, for the art. That's the art.
The art of making art.
Yeah, and fucking the stuntmen had a nice, they had a nice badass moment led by Shane Rangi, a really good stuntman. Don't know him personally, but I'd love to.
Do you love his work?
I love his work. I do. He's so amazing. But Vigo, they did a haka dance for Vito. Not Dan, but they did the haka for Vito in honor of him for his last day.
For Vigo?
Vigo. Fuck, I said Vito.
Sorry. Yeah,
I know. Vito Corleone. No, Vigo. Yeah. They did a haka for him. And it was just so amazing seeing Vigo just, like, in tears. Mm. And, like, he was just so honored that they did that for him for, like, his last day. And, the same was for, I believe it was for Bernard Hill was there, too. And it was just so amazing to see all that shit. But anywho, that's all I think I got. I mean, it was a hard journey.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it wouldn't be right if I didn't ask the question. I'm going to ask the question. I already kind of know what's going to happen, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I already know what's going to happen, but would you watch this film without me?
My answer is no.
Yeah.
However, and I was thinking of this while watching this third film, I definitely get it now.
Yeah.
I get why people love this film. I pushed all of the other, shit that I've heard about the film, and honestly, it's just people being assholes talking about the film. It's like, yeah, okay, I get it. I get why people love this so much and why it is a good story, and I get it now.
No.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was that. Where's the book? Let's move on to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook.
Notebook.
So, who was the plumpy, hollow-eyed giglet? It's a tough one.
Demeter. I don't know. The fucking guy that one dude that I hate.
Yeah, fucking, goddamn...
Denethor?
Yeah. I believe that was his name, right?
I just fucking hate him.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go ahead and say it's a toss-up between him and Gollum. But,
Gollum was in, I thought, as well, but yeah.
So I think we'll just
they can both have it.
We'll give it a tie.
It's a tie. I don't think we've done a tie before.
No, we haven't. So we'll give it a tie.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Noxema Jackson and
Vita Bowen. So that's good. All right. Well, fantastic. So let's go ahead and since we did our our trilogy.
Trilogy, man. Honestly, like where to go from here, it was very, very difficult for me, but I finally came to a decision.
Yes.
There's a lot of shit. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of shit going on in this fucking world. 2020's tagline is going to be 2 steps forward, 5 steps back.
Right.
And this film, I think, has a little bit of everything that I want to talk about. It has comedy, it has drama, it talks about domestic violence and civil rights.
Right on. What are we
We're
doing?
going to do Crazy in Alabama.
Okay.
Starring Melanie Griffith, and it's funny because that's Dakota Johnson's fucking daughter.
Oh,
and so, like,
Dakota Johnson's daughter is Melanie Griffith?
Mother. Sorry. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Why did you do that to
Fuck
me?
you! You did it to me!
No, I didn't.
You had me confused, man.
Mother.
All right, her mother.
Mother.
Not mother. Fucking A, man.
Yep.
All right, so you all heard it. Crazy in Alabama.
Yes.
Okay, can't wait for that. Okay, everybody, thank you once again, and please leave us a like and subscribe. You can find us on all podcasting platforms.
Yes, and we are all over the World Wide Web. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation@gmail.com. We are also on email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com, and Facebook, Movies and Contemplation.
Yeah, thanks, contemplators, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.